Mohammed's up. He says, hey guys, there's this car dealer asking me for SEO services in a city where I always work with a dealer. How should I handle this? I don't know if trying to rank two businesses in the same niche in the same city is possible, both practically and morally. How would I rank both? Am I wrong? Do I turn them away? How would you respond to the inquiring client in this case? That's a good question. You know, I've had that issue only occur a couple of times. Typically, I won't because it does create kind of a conflict even for me. So typically, I won't do it unless I am transparent about that, if that makes sense. And say, well, listen, you know, I've already got a client in this city. So yes, I can do SEO for you. I can't guarantee you that I'm going to, I'm not going to tell you that I'm going to push you above them. I will do equally as good for both of you. That's the only way I could see addressing it. I've turned work away though, because of that being an issue for me. So that's just, my opinion. I know others probably have other opinions as well, but the only way that I would do it is if that was disclosed and they were made aware of it. And if they were agreed to it, to proceed moving forward with you, then so be it. It's out in the open. There's nothing to hide, and there's no moral or ethical, problem there, if that makes sense. But any opinions from you guys? How do you guys handle that stuff?
Yeah, I don't. I only take one client per niche per city. Like I can't, because there's only one number one, and my focus is entirely on making that one client number one. I cannot make two people number one. Someone is going to end up number two and not happy. Even when they knew ahead of time that you already had a client, they will be unhappy. I would say find someone who's really good, Mohammed. Recommend that person and get a finder's fee. That's how I handle it. I just sometimes I just hand them off to our mastermind members. I say, hey, here, go close this guy. He's hot. But I can't take the lead. I can't. To me, this is a matter of ethics, first of all, right? If you don't tell the guy, then you can only make one person number one. Even when you do, someone's going to be unhappy, Mohammed. So avoid that headache.
And here's the funny thing. I still have one of them as a client, but one of my first really good clients was a roofer, and he had an identical twin brother who also owned a roofing contracting company. So there were two roofing contractors, identical twins. They lived in, neighboring or adjacent counties, but they had the same service area. And it was funny as hell because I met the one guy and signed him on as a client. And within, I don't know, 2 or 3 months, he, was bragging about me to his brother, and his brother hired me. But it was funny because when his brother contacted me, he said, yeah, my twin brother told me to contact you because you can, you're good at SEO and blah, blah, blah. And it was funny as hell because they were, it was 100% transparent. They both knew that they were using me for SEO. They hired me for SEO, but it was a fun relationship with them because every time one of them would move above the other one, I'd get a call from the one that got knocked down. He'd be like, why do you like him better than me? And it was actually a lot of fun. One of the brothers ended up running into some financial issues at some point, and he canceled services with me about a year ago, really. And I still do some things for him, but he's not on a monthly retainer like the other client is. But it was a really fun kind of relationship dynamic between the me and those two identical twin brothers. But that's unique in that they were identical twin brothers, and they weren't really they were competing, but it was in a friendly way versus like two businesses that don't know each other. So that's why I said the only way that I could see doing it would be if it was if you were transparent up front and just said that you're going to work on both of them equally. But like Marco said, somebody's always going to resent where they are. Whoever's not on top is going to always have resentment. So I agree. I would just turn it away.